chefs on the telly and they're like, oh, a splash of this and about this much of that. I don't know what that means.
It means a splash of this and a bit.
Yeah, I suppose.
So you're going to have to chop. We're going to make lemon skewers, lemon chicken skewers. Okay, now ideally you'd be using wooden skewers, which you would soak in water before you actually use them.
Stop them burning.
Stop them burning, yeah. Soak them in a lot of water. Now I'm not using wooden skewers, I'm going to use metal skewers because the boys have good hands. They don't mind the pain. Now we have chicken already marinated from last night in the marinade, but Tom's going to make you some marinade now. In this bowl I have the zest of 1 lemon, the juice of 1 lemon and a tablespoon of white wine vinegar. Or if you don't have white wine, use other vinegar, but the flavours are just going to be slightly stronger. And what we're going to do is add 1 crushed garlic clove and a teaspoon of fresh oregano leaves into it, chopped oregano leaves. So,
Leonie showed me how to do this, so it goes wrong.
you hit it.
Oh, really?
Put it on. Yeah.
Okay.
And then the skin should come off easier.
It does a little. I think Colin got an easier dish than me.
Into that and just squeeze it in there. Yeah.
Like that.
Now get the knife and just scrape the bottom out. Okay. Now you want to get about 3 stalks of fresh oregano. Now you can use dried oregano, it would be a stronger flavour, but the fresh would be nicer. Anything can be done for convenience, like using the dried herbs or the ground spices, but fresh is nice if you have oregano. So he's going to just take the leaves off. Now oregano would have a woodier stalk, so pull the leaves off. The stalks won't work in this. With things like parsley and coriander, you can chop the stalks in, no problem, because they're just going to give you extra texture and they're going to cook down and give you the flavour, whereas the stalk on this is too woody. Just pull the top off it.
Like that?
Yeah, just pull it off.
Okay.
Now you have enough on that, so you're going to just chop that a little bit.
Wow.
Not bad
How fine do you want it?
That's as fine as you want it. It's going to be sitting in the marinade, so once you've chopped it, it's actually going to give off its flavour. Yeah, that's plenty.
That's enough?
Yeah,
Okay.
and slap it into the lemon.
You were showing me a trick there, right?
Just going to just how you put it all on the knife and put it in. So that's our marinade for our chicken. 2 pieces of chicken there. We're using 2 breasts of chicken. Now this is Irish chicken. I go for the Irish chicken. It's slightly more expensive, but it doesn't taste like liver when you cook it. I'm convinced no seriously, foreign chickens to me just taste like liver when you cook them. They taste like overcooked liver. So we're going to make these into cubes. We're just going to cut the breast of chicken in half and then we're going to cut it in 3. So we've got about 6 pieces.
There.
Yeah.
Ooh.
If you slide the knife across.
As opposed to hacking it down.
Yeah. Okay. Now you're not going to put it in this, we're going to do the other piece of chicken and then we'll throw them back into that foil dish.
Ooh.
So you've got fairly thick pieces of chicken there. When you marinate them, the lemon juices and the vinegar are going to slightly cook them themselves. So if you're stringing them up, put the thicker pieces together and then put the thinner pieces together on the one skewer, like a skewer of thick pieces and a skewer of thin pieces, so they cook the same rate. Now, we'll put them back in there. We're just going to put the marinade over and leave them. Leave them for as long as you can. Like if you can get an hour to overnight would be perfect.
Pour that over?
Just pour the marinade and then just work it in a little bit. Now, I don't think I mentioned there's oil in the marinade, so you're going to have vegetables that will go onto the skewers so they won't stick.
And then what, I just stick this in the fridge now?
Stick it in the fridge, leave it for as long as you can. This is one, like you could do it the night before and leave it until sort of 6 or 7 o'clock that night, or you could do it an hour before. Don't know, dry your hands there.
Yeah.
Now, all we're going to do is string these onto the skewers.
Okay.
We'll put them in under the grill for about 15 minutes, turning once or twice, just so that they get a nice caramelised colour on them.
So I just eat like similar sized pieces?
Yeah.
Okay.
There is something about lemon which we forgot to do, which is slice lemon, cut it, slice into quarters, and then string it in between the chicken, which will give it just a more of a lemony flavour. You can also eat the lemon and the skin and everything then because it's cooked. It'll just add to the flavour, but you don't have to. Okay, we put these two under the grill.
Yeah.
So Will has the grill on, heating.
Oh, well.
Let's start there. So just there you go.
Okay. So that grill has been on heating for about 10 minutes, so you got a high heat. You could do it on a pan if you wanted, or you could do it on a barbecue, or you could just turn it into a stir fry. Would be as easy. But we're just going to grill these for about 10 minutes on one side and then flip them over. They'll only need about 5 on the other side.